Well, guys, I thought I'd show my true colors today while I try to whittle this little end of this log down. Got me an audience, the neighbor smiling.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And I got that machine turned around so I don't get stuck on this here leg. Yeah. And I hope that I got the wood notched enough to hold the board in place. We'll find out. Sticking on the edge here. Catching on the lip. We'll finagle it over. Well, that was pretty slick. Well, I misspoke before. I think it cuts so easy it's like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, I had to stop. Because up there at the end, you know, I still got a little kink in the notch because I was messing with this blockage, and I'll probably have to break out my other favorite demolition saw to straighten it up. You know, but that'll be a nice board, I think. You know, working from this little crotch feature. We'll see. Sooner or later, I'll get it level about the time I go toward the big board. Not as quick as a chainsaw, but it'll do the trick. Probably should break out one of them $5 shims that everybody seems so important. It's wet wood. I mean, it's fresh fell. You know, I'm using it because every time I tried to show how much I liked it, it was rattling and shaking and, you know, making everybody think it don't work. But, you know, it's all circumstantial. Most definitely takes longer. I also use it a lot, so my blade's probably in need of a new one. I just thought I'd make it look hard. But I really do like it for trimming trees and whatnot. Not a sponsor. I wish Black & Decker would sponsor me because I use it a lot. I bought one for my brother-in-law for Christmas. He never used it. And then I ended up with it, and I bought it for him because I wanted one. I'm having so much fun sitting out here in the heat, talking to all you guys. I hope you got some popcorn. Because this was just for the moment challenge. Don't know why my favorite scissors are out here. Oh, good thing I got 4 batteries for this. It's a hot day. Starting to get heat stroke head rushes. Yeah, this camera, I don't know, it has a couple glitches in it, guys, so forgive me, but you know, I've been told that the pictures turn out pretty good, but that might be because when you load them up on YouTube, they go through and HD the movies. So I'm not sure how good a camera you actually got to have to do this stuff. And what gets me is there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people willing to watch an old man fight with a poplar tree. I just want this end cut straight, finally. Like I got that crooked mess going on up there. Because I'm sticking to my guns. All the naysayers can say this wood isn't worth anything, but if you love wood and want to start a channel about the school of lumber, you know, you gotta believe that wood is a commodity and it does have value. I'm saying this might be the aluminum of the metal industry. You get enough of it with such nice, pretty grain. I don't know if you can see that because, you know, I put it over here in the shade. Take my camera off my 50-cent hook with Velcro. And maybe I'll put it in the sun. I don't know, man. I was trying to get a good picture. Don't know what the quality is of the show, you know. But that's some pretty feature. Of course, bandsaw cut it faster. Maybe if we get a few bucks made, I'll get me a bandsaw mill on the back sidewalk. About 3/4 inch thick. Could mill it through a plane. Got a little mess up on this end, but that's still some pretty good wood if you know what to do with it. Along with these other pieces, we'll just set it aside. Might have made $22.95 in 15 minutes. a little extra because I'm doing a movie. I went and cut a little notch out of that. I mean, I figure you didn't want to watch that saw jiggle some more while I made one of them $5 wedges. But who knows, we're gonna cut another slice here while I get y'all hung up on the camera stand. Woo, that was a ride. See if we can do one more while I still have it in me. There's about 3 more slices at this width, and then I think I'm gonna try and run 20 foot from this nut up the tree, and then we'll find out whether this battery can take it or not. You know, that was a $319 battery. Whoa. You know, makes you wonder what the plastic saws were. You know? Oh well. Inflation. So this time we'll try to miss the little lip. Yeah, I mean, look how easy that is. Just well, that battery don't last too long, and I might need more. So I'm on my knees begging. Maybe subscribe to my Patreon. Might have some wood for sale if I can get all the hookups. Thanks for watching. We'll have to charge that battery. Dadgum. That's probably the problem with electric tools. You gotta have a lot of batteries. But boy, she runs sweet. Cut smooth. Safe. Even an old man can do it. But I can work harder than that. Slow-mo. Yeah, even the cheapest batteries, huh? Were like $80 for 9-hour. They say 9-hour use. I was real picky about this one because it says 12 hours of work. But you mean I did 12 hours of work in 28 minutes or something like that? I don't know. But I like the ease of start and limit the old man to not breathing too hard, because that's my problem. Guess I'll charge her up, get a drink of water, relax. It's almost high noon, and that is in the sun, and it's pretty warm here today. And for all you people that are local, and I'm in Westminster, Colorado, and if you go to King and Night 5900 at gmail.com, we could hook up, and I'd cut you probably to order. If you want some nice poplar, you know, for rifle stock, or you had one guy that wants a chunk for an anvil, you know, correct height and everything. So I'm open. Like, subscribe, comment, Youth Truth Show podcast. Follow Freckles. And then remember, I got a channel that shows off my true colors called My Fellow Americans. And it's kind of hard to work on it all at the same time. So I'm devoting myself to the money maker. Well, I charged it for an hour. I wanted to finish this cut and see if we can get one more. I don't know. Dying to find out how that wood turned out. Had a little break, you know. While I was sitting there, I was thinking this reminds me of whittling, you know, except on a bigger project. Don't know what I got hooked on. Pretty close. Shouldn't be nothing stopping that. Honest. Don't know. Ah, the little edge. Guess that'll work. We'll see. This little bump. Seek and ye shall find, especially around here. Does jiggle a little bit, not quite as good as me. That's not bad looking lumber, man. Got some nice detail, good color, little stuff going on there at the Y. Yeah, sure the other piece. We'll see what we get. Maybe one more nice one. Got one over there. Reminded me of whittling. Just on a bigger level. But I'll keep working at it. And check it out. I'll have 4.5 foot of that tree gone. And then that thing is all propping it up. So we'll whittle up the steep, slippery slope. Well, I will tell you guys that if you want good lumber, so don't warp and get all weird, you're gonna wanna stack it proper, put it in a 90-degree kiln. Well, that might be enough for one day and an old man. You know, I get up early, 2 a.m., work. It's 2 p.m. now, it's time for the cat nap. Maybe it's a rabbit nap. Where's that little critter at? Hiding out under the... Oh well. Like, subscribe, comment. Youth Truth Podcast. $1,000 hardwood challenge. Encouraging business. And this was Straight Cuts. Thanks. Hope you had a good time. Well, guys, I don't know if you remember me digging the click and go sprinkler system, you know, but I'm having so much fun doing nothing. It reminds me of BTO, taking care of business. I love to work in nothing all day, but see, they didn't include the kit. I want them little boxes from Rainbird. I got a couple little leaks going on here, but see, I brought it out to a spigot, so it's really hard doing everything one-handed, you know, with a cheap camera. And since it was getting windy, I didn't want to leave that sawdust out there and was going to bring it back, maybe keep out the weeds. But I noticed that my poor zucchini hadn't done nothing and might like a little water. I've been so busy chopping down trees. You know, but this was all leftover copper. I run the hose out here. I could bring a hose out, but I haven't got a little one at the moment handy. Just thought this would be fun. You know, never know. I'm working under the shade of this here Russian olive. You know, that's a pretty straight piece of wood. You know, lumber business in your backyard. Ha ha ha. You know, don't listen to the trolls, man. They live in that house and they're hiding from the birds because you know, these things are burning up. That's why I say that kiln over there will dry that lumber. And then I might stuff it under the tent. The goal might be to side that thing. I got some oak, you know. I collect hardwood and make pretty things out of it just because I'm a weirdo, you know, eccentric. I don't know how many of you know that maple gate by that maple tree and what maple's worth a cubic inch. Found that lying on the side of the road. Some rich guy's baby crib from the 30s. And since I built the sanctuary to hold out Loki, I don't know whether I got him in the film yesterday when I went and visited my daughter. There's always going to be some pets and critters going on. You know, my poor rabbit and all the predators around here, you know, parents. Sorry, I didn't mean to catch them kids. 1/10 of a second. I hope nobody can see them. Hope I didn't catch them. Might have to edit that out if I figure out how. Boring, huh? Watching me fill water jugs. Well, you get the idea. Plus, I thought I could hang some plants from that and, you know, Found that on the side of the road. Wood. Can't pass it by. That's just a sunflower seed, seen its better days. Maybe this one. This one, still have no fruit. I don't know, man. Maybe there's something going down on in the bottom. I don't have much of a green thumb, even though I pretend to be green, or better yet, an environmentalist. Well, Pee-wee, I'm with you. I think it's time for that afternoon siesta. You know, I'll probably just kick back on the old war room couch and turn on a John Wayne movie or something and fall asleep. That was just like me. What an airhead. I was gonna move this sawdust before the wind blows it away, and I got a big mess. Well, that was easy. Found my good scissors too. Critical thinking and planning goes a long ways. Well, it's probably just because I'm an old man. I get up early, you know, about 2:30 a.m. And maybe you don't see the difference, but I opened the whole back porch up to the baby Pee-wee so that she can get used to seeing more. Contemplating my next adventure in the chainsaw I shouldn't say massacre, but I got my little rails up on the longboard, and today we're going to try and level that big log out. For an actor, she's got a pretty good profile. Oops, I moved. Well, good morning. Maybe it's just because I'm an old man, but I wake up pretty early. It's nice and quiet. Summer, it's cool. Pee-wee's been freed to wander the whole porch, you know. There's no more fencing up. Thought it's about time she gets out and explores. I keep calling her she, but I really don't know. I could be incorrect politically on using a pronoun, but she's been venturing into the solarium, and she kind of, I don't know, it looks pretty natural in there. You know, the difference between men and women is the cleanliness of the room, you know. But I work hard. I do all my computer work early. Well, it's cool, quiet, peaceful. Remind myself of the program, my notes on the wall. You know, how many honeydews I got to do today. You know, will I get a blue ribbon? That's the value of that maple gate, according to Hoyle. You know, meanwhile, I'm getting ready to chop up that big, try and level out that first piece. It'll be a fun game to play. All right, guys, so it was Einstein that said, if you don't remember something, look it up. I thought Ben Franklin invented the light bulb, but no, he found electricity by flying kites. It was Thomas Edison that said, if I figured out a 999 ways not to make a light bulb before I figured it out. The other day I said, I'm complicated, so that's why it's going to take me 3 times to go back to keep it simple, stupid. You know, I used wood I had and got it too wide, and then found out it has to be 14 inches. And then after cutting them other planks off this end, I decided I just need one straight board. And I think just to keep it nice and sturdy, I'll take these 2 2x6s and just screw them together, and we'll just have a little 6-inch rail going right up the center, so my 14-inch chainsaw can work around that, because look at that bend. You know, I'm gonna have to make slice some nifty pieces, but I'll fix this. And then I made some other mistakes, you know, and I think you guys can figure it out. $6.99 times 1,000 is only $6,999. I've thrown some numbers out, and you know what the heck, I ain't too worried about it, because we're gonna show you how to make money. As I get ready for the day, you know, I tell the kids, you know, use what you got. And when I started this all out, I didn't realize that everybody thought rabbits were so boring. But, you know, it's a daily prop. Freckles, the mama of Pee-wee, who had the babies in this little nest, I showed her giving birth and nursing and everything. You know, you just use your daily props. You know, I don't know, I meant to show you a couple pieces of poplar. Then I got this old long piece of peach. I don't know what it's gonna look like in the middle. And I showed you how the winter kill, the water level dropped so low that I had to top that peach tree. And I guess, you know, peach trees are supposed to be small, you know, but that's a pretty straight piece of wood. And so is that. And peach, pretty high dollar. Maple, by the cubic inch, nice wood. This is one of them cribs that the babies were suffering. I'm sure that it was expensive in its day, you know. Like wood so much, I put the oak single bed frame out in the garden, you know. Peach tree makes good firewood. But I did get this big tree to sprout some growth down low. So when I cut it back, see this little piece on the big tree, man, there was no sprouts on this big tree. That's a pretty good hunk of wood. You know, we'll figure out if we can slab it up. Yeah, I don't know. You know, got my Tonka toys from 1965, maybe. And I don't have much of a green thumb. I got a little asparagus growing, and these flowers come up, look like weeds for a little bit. But I didn't really get to the garden because I was installing that click and go sprinkler system. It's cool. You know, if you don't want to pay for the plumber to put the box in for automatic, it's next best thing for these 1963 homes. Well, good morning. We'll get to work sooner or later. I got my domestic duties to do. I always make my wife a nice lunch because she's 11 years younger. And that, you know, so she's only 54. Still pulling a little time and grade at the bank. She's a customer service representative. I can't remember her title. Yeah, I want them to sell just the boxes so I can engineer my own little sprinkler system. I ran the pipe out, and it only came in the 2 kits with the little sprays, so I put the spray kit along the wall. It really does work pretty good. You know, that system came with 4 for about $100, but or $129.95. Look it up. But you know, the pressure only works the 4, or it does come like with the one sprinkler head that I showed you how to install in my front yard. You know, check it out. Rainbird, not a sponsor. Look it up on my channel. Yeah, I hadn't dug that off because, you know, I got nothing better to do than sit in my yard and save money. Could have paid $1,000, $2,000 for that, but you know, I just like the sunrise and you know, the backyard used to be a go-kart track, but now it's my little sanctuary. Well, guys, since it's all guesstimation around here, I'm guessing that's about 2.5 inches. Straighten that board out. So I'm gonna go guesstimate the first cut. You know, 2 2x4s and a little more. Straighten it all the way up, maybe. I don't know. It'll work. Found these blocks, and I guess that's the depth of the cut I'm going with. 2 2x4s plus 2.5 inches, maybe. I don't know. Could have used a ruler, but you know, I won't get it as precisely straight. So I'll just do that to the other side and it should be level. By the way, we had some flat tire drama, and so I'm doing this at high noon. Where's that sun? Oh, it's under the shade tree. Look at all this shade. Well, at high noon, it's nice to have these shade trees to work under. You know, that's why I've always been a shade tree engineer. Always keep your machines in good shape. That chain seems a little loose. I'm gonna guess that tightens the chain. I had it apart the other day. Being the airheaded old man I am, I forgot. You know, you gotta loosen up these 2 bolts in order for that little screw to work. Well, I'll tell you guys, it was high noon, but now it's 1:52, and because these batteries, I had it all charged up last night and ready to hit the morning cool, but you know, so I used a little time, straighten up, clean up, and let Pee-wee run wild in my porch. Well, don't know where she is, but I thought I'd let you know I do cleaning there now and then. Well, guys, there's not much shade right here, but these youngsters tell me that the women like bad boys, so I put on my bad boy disguise. I'm gonna show off my fruit of the loom and act like I'm a tough dude. See if this battery works. I tell you, the batteries are what's going to drive me mad. And I figure I only got 15 minutes worth of battery, and if I can't take the heat that long, well, you know, get out of the kitchen. Oh, brakes on. Uh-oh, I forgot my tarp. Acting, you know, live TV. Though my neighbor laughed. Well, there was a couple things I failed to mention. First off, I tied my hair up so that the hair wouldn't get caught in the change saw and drag my pretty face down into that blade. The other thing is I found a shim the width of the blade, and that way the bigger shims were changing the cut. So I think that this little saw blade width shim might help me go straight. Or I guess I'll go forward. You know, I'll never be completely sin-free. Alright, so take two. Scooby-Doo. I'm going to slip that shim in. See how much further we get off this battery. Not too bad so far. We're going to have to move our tarp up, maybe our shim. Remember, this is wet lumber too. Yeah, I forgot them $5 shims inside. I don't know whether it's going to be fat enough to get past here, but we'll see. Boy, this heat's murder. Can't stand the heat. I don't know, man. No, there's a lot of guys work out in this heat. My age, they worry about sunstroke. is a little breeze, even though I'm airhead. It's hot out here in this direct sun though. I'm hoping we can make the end. I'd like to at least do one cut a day. Woo! Little cool off period. That sun will get to you. I'd like to get at least one slice of charge. Think she's getting weak. Maybe we need a shimmer. It's starting to peter out. Whew, I know I am. Woohoo! Maybe I'll take 5. And shim this up. Maybe charge that battery a little longer. That'd be smart. I got all day. So far it's not going too badly. Easy. In a way, everybody's wondering what I'm doing out here trimming trees. I got to the end of the camera anyway. Nice call. Flashing hot and cold. You know, I've been running that machine straight. You know, so I'm gonna let that battery cool and me cool, and you know what the heck. If I make one of them slices a day, I don't know what that lumber's worth yet, but I'm willing to store it in that shed and sell it over the next 5 years, because I got a plan that doesn't include getting rich tomorrow. I was sitting here admiring that and thinking, well, that's pretty level. And then I know you guys are like, what the heck's going on? Well, maybe I thought, well, you know, what's this guy doing? And I guess you don't realize that I've run into a big old knot right here on this side, and of course it's real thick, and it's the thickest part of the wood, you know, so I'll just be happy if I make it through. I tell you, I'm gonna make some siding for that thing, or store this lumber. These boards, I'll cut them up, they'll be worth something. But look at them features. Ooh, I figured I'd cool down with some ice cream. But that battery is still cooking, so I put it in the fridge. Well guys, I know it's an update, but I don't know if you remember BB, one of the 3 rabbits I follow. I did see her, so I'm glad to see her. But you know, I can never get a camera out fast enough. But it makes me happy that she's still out there surviving the predators. Well, I've decided I'm not old, I'm a classic. Got that battery charged. Gonna try and finish the slice. I figure a slice a day might keep the doc away. The old lady's on her way home. My young lady. She's 11 years younger than me. My better half. Let's see if I can zoom that in. Get it framed up. See if I can finish this up. Covered up my Fruit of the Loom. All right. I think it's that left-handed trigger. Might be jamming up. Maybe I'll go get them other shims. We'll try it out. You know, experiment. Well, I pounded in one of them red wedges on both sides. We'll see if it works. I seen it work on TV. Where'd I put my hammer? Yeah, it's pretty thick, pretty wide right there. See how that does. battery's wearing out again, I think.
The battery? The battery?
Yep, I might have to get me 2 or 3 of them. So we'll recharge. Keep cutting. You know, I'll whittle my way right through this big ass piece of wood. Yeah, she's pretty hot in my hands too. I don't think it's meant to be run that hard. I don't know. I'm not impressed with the batteries. Of course it could be my technique, but you know, I'll figure it out. Then I will say those knots aren't easy cutting on anything.